check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
What we got?
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Right there, 56.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught by Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Kill. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. He finds Sanders. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Buccaneers, nothing.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now, where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Set, cut, 70 in there, 58, come on. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check, check. Press down, press down, press down. Bang, 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 bang.
They run with Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida, 45 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rashad Perriman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Switch up.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And this is caught by Watkins. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
58 to Mike. Let's go.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. They go counter with Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On play action, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. He may try and run for this. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw, it's Rodgers. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants 7.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass incomplete. Phillip Lindsay the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Sponge! No! He's checking! No! Shit! No!
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 44, Bridgewater, and going deep for Hill, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
59 mark, check, 59.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 44 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. K'Wan Short showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. K'Wan Short able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Carrying one deep for Crab. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Being chased out left. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
It's just me and you.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. It's complete to Jerron Brown. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Check.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bucs on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun. Rodgers got it complete to Crabtree. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now it's Rodgers, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a first down carry by Bell. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and goal.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, Bridgewater. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.